New York. Maybe I'll let y'all talk about that on Friday when y'all want to cam up at the end of the show, but we got to talk about New York. What up, New York? Where Lil Mama at? Anybody heard from Lil Mama? Y'all remember when Lil Mama stood up on the stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys? I don't know what's wrong with me. Somehow I just recall certain memories. When I say certain things, it just triggers certain things, right? It triggers certain things. And so when I say, what up, New York? It got two visuals in my head. The first visual that I got in my head was when Lil Mama stood on the stage with Alicia Keys and Jay-Z, and she was like this. And Jay was highly annoyed at that, right? And then the second thing that I was thinking of was when Charlemagne was going off on Lil Mama, and we ain't gonna never live that down. I think they tried to scrub that from the internet, but I'm gonna go and find it. Remember when Charlemagne was going off on Lil Mama and he was trolling her real hard in person and he made her cry? Did we forgive Charlemagne for that? We cool with Charlemagne for that? Or he never actually went to the front of the congregation? Did Charlemagne apologize for making Lil Mama feel bad on the Breakfast Club? Lil Mama a Tubi superstar? Wow. Okay. All right. But New York and even your local politicians in your cities. Eric Adams says, listen, I don't even want to be mentioned in the same breath as Brennan Johnson. I'm trying to keep my job. Eric Adams said, I'm trying to keep my job. I'm not trying to be even associated with what it is that they going on with the migrant crisis. We can't take no more. We don't got no more room for the people that's a part of the migrant crisis. But they just said that we're going to embrace AI. We're going to embrace technology. This is what Eric Adams had to say about the technology that they're embracing over there in New York City.
Here at home, yet another sign that New York City has bounced back from the pandemic. Mayor Eric Adams
Well, first, we got to go to the jobs report, and then we're going to go over to the technology.
announcing today the city has not only recovered all the jobs lost during the pandemic, but even added more. In fact, New York City set an all-time record of more than 4.7 million jobs in New York City. Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu with the latest from Midtown on the mayor's announcement this morning.
Mayor Adams says there are now more jobs than ever in the history of New York City. We're talking about 4.7 million jobs. That includes just about 1 million jobs added just since the pandemic, regaining all of the private sector jobs that were lost during that time. And Adams says the city wasn't expecting to reach this number until at least 2025. Adams lauding the accomplishment, saying they're a result of what he calls smart investments, things like workforce and talent development. He also credits the various groups working together, whether it's small businesses, city agencies, or larger corporations.
No one wanted to do business in New York because the agencies were not focused in how we could be business friendly, and we changed some of the basic rules so people can navigate government in an easier way to open business here. We infused technology into our city to make sure that we can function at a better city, and we found efficiencies even in the most difficult time with our team.
Thank you, Mayor.
When these politicians talk, I need for them to slow down and tell me exactly what they mean about inefficiencies, jobs, technology sector, private sector. I need them to be more specific. I know that they just trying to get through a speech and they're going to use these terms in order to try to skate through, but I want to understand exactly where these jobs are. Are they McDonald's jobs? Are they technology jobs? Is it private sector job? Is they Wall Street jobs? Are they construction jobs? Is that the reason why y'all brought in a bunch of migrants in order to fill some of these jobs so that you can create a better tax base? Is this one of the reasons why you brought them in and then you advocated for Biden in order to enable them to work and have temporary status so that you can start to? I just want to know. And I'm not saying that this is what had happened. I'm just saying, is this what you mean? I'm trying to understand the meaning of what these jobs are and why it then becomes important for you to highlight it. And then what does this actually do for the economy of New York? And then more importantly, what does it do for the economy of the entire United States of America? But let me continue to play this out.
Adams, for the programs like the Youth Apprenticeship one that allow local students to learn and explore different career paths. This program allowed me to be here today, a long way from the Dominican Republic, where my mother and my abuela immigrated from, to allow me better opportunities and a better life.
Mayor Adams says these numbers.
Now, let me back up for a minute. So, baby girl, I like that you got them baby hairs. I like that you immigrated. The passport bros think that you dope or whatever, so on and so forth. Let me ask y'all a question. Why was it important for them to bring this person up in order for them to highlight that they immigrated and they're not originally from here, or their parents is not originally from here, but that they immigrated from here and that they have more opportunities in order for them to continue to level up in society? Just curious. Why do you think that that's a thing? Why do you think that that was important for her to come up here and thank Mayor Eric Adams in order to do that? I'm going to wait. I'll give you a second. Why was it important for her to come up here and say that and emphasize that, especially when we talking about the migrant crisis? Why do you think that they did that? Because maybe it's just me, but I look at everything. I look at everything. I'm not just looking at it based off of the surface. I'm not looking at it based off of what's being presented to me. I'm looking at everything. And so when I see this, or it plays out the way that it's playing out, I'm just curious as to why it's playing out that way. How is that a thing? Why is that a thing? Just curious.
A long way from the Dominican Republic, where my mother and my abuela immigrated from, to allow me better opportunities and a better life.
Mayor Adams says these numbers are, of course, something to celebrate and be proud of, but he says the work is certainly not done, not until, he says, every single New Yorker is able to take advantage of these opportunities.
So, meanwhile, the affordability over in New York is egregious, but we're going to start embracing the technology aspect of things.
New York will become the first major city in the U.S. with an innovative plan to use artificial intelligence to help New Yorkers access city services. CBS 2's political reporter Marsha Kramer reports it's the latest initiative to put the city at the forefront of technology.
Mayor Adams has already embraced DigiDogs for helping the fire department search for building collapse victims and robots to patrol the Times Square subway station. Now he's moving into the next step in making New York City the most technologically advanced government in the nation.
Y'all know they charging literally like millions of dollars for these robots and devices and maintaining and everything like that. These digibots and these subway station patrollers and all of that. Do y'all know that that this is coming out of y'all budget? This is coming out of the taxpayer money. I'm curious, do y'all actually like this, or do y'all think that this is an issue? Would you rather see more cops, or do you not like cops and then you rather see a digibot? I know that General Dynamics, or is it Boston Dynamics? It wasn't General Dynamics. It's just like Boston Dynamics or something like that, are one of the ones that innovated as far as these little robot dogs and stuff like that, right? And they're walking around and they're patrolling and they're paying attention to what the people is doing. And, you know, people will start complaining about their privacy and all of this stuff, but they are absolutely positively making sure that they're keeping the streets safe and they're embracing technology. Just question. At what point do you guys start getting more apprehensive about what's going on, but then at the same time you're saying defund the police?
Our city had a real 8-track mindset in an iPhone age.
The mayor's artificial intelligence action plan will explore ways to help New Yorkers access city services faster and more efficiently.
Many people would rather lay on a bed of nails than having to call the government agency to just get basic basic questions. Everyone knows about they could tell you the songs that they hear when they're on hold for a half an hour, waiting for someone to pick up. This is just not how you run a city.
The plan includes 37 actions to make New York City the techno city that never sleeps, with people able to access services 24/7. The plan will prepare city employees to work with AI, establish an AI framework that acknowledges the risks and biases.
Hold on. Wait a minute. These are all talking points, but this don't mean nothing to me. Let's really break this down for a minute. Let's use every single point and let's speak to it. It's going to prepare city employees to work with AI. Have y'all ever seen some of these city employees? You know how hard it is going to be able to train Mima and Mama and your auntie that be at the counter with a bad attitude to be able to use AI efficiently? I'm not so sure about that. Establishes an AI framework that acknowledges risks and bias. Oh, so it's not going to be racist is basically what you're basically selling us. It's going to establish your bias. It's going to be able to recognize when you're speaking a different language. It's not going to be prejudice or bias based off of what you look like. It's just going to be able to identify you. So we got a diversity, equity, and inclusion program over with the AI framework and the intelligence plan over in New York. Enable the city to responsibly acquire AI technology. Artificial intelligence is no framework on it. There is no responsibility that comes along with it other than to just race to the bottom. Nobody is pausing to take a step back and say, what is this doing to us? Is it ethical? Is it going to make sense? Are we then creating the thing that's going to kill us and it's going to be our demise or anything like that? Absolutely not. The pedal is on the metal, full gas is already mashed down to the floor. People are going to just jump right into it and then they're going to get sued and it's going to be problems and they're going to say, respect my bias. And then New York is going to have a fund in order to be able to pay people for the insurance and all of that other type of stuff. But this is all bullcrap right here.
Enable the city to responsibly acquire AI technology.
We know the term AI can cause anxiety. You hear it all the time. People think all of a sudden you're going to have a Terminator type figure come in.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. First, you got the chick with the bad wig, and then you're going to have the chick with the good wig soon. Y'all ain't even got to worry about a gender war. Y'all going to be able to continue to rock out with different versions of what it is that you want this thing to look like. Especially as soon as the Apple Vision Pro come out early next year, it's over. It's over. I already see people walking around with the Quest 3. Look at this mannequin with the bad hair. Who want that in their living room? That look like The Grudge. Who want The Grudge? Called Nadine in their living room. Man, if you don't get Nadine with that bat, now who put that wig on Nadine?
And take over government and displace human beings. That's just not the reality. Take a deep breath, get a grip. It is going to help us function.
The mayor also unveiled the My City portal, an AI chatbot that will help small business owners get permits, apply for loans, and grow their operations.
So let's ask the AI chatbot, how do I start a restaurant in New York City? As you can see, it provides all the steps in just one place.
The chatbot will also allow business owners to access trusted information from more than 2,000 New York City business web pages. I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.
But here's
we ain't even got to worry about it. It don't even matter. The end is near. We almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to hold on. We coming on.